Hi. Today I'm going to talk to you about young people, about youths and life. Yes, I want to congratulate you now that you are young. The fact that you are young, you must celebrate yourself. You just have to celebrate yourself. Yes, I'm telling you, your mama is looking for a way to celebrate and to see how she can, you know, live like you again. But it's once and once in a lifetime. I'm telling you, your mom would like to be 16 again, but she can never be 16. It's once done and forever done. So I want you to celebrate your young age. Yes, young men, thank God you are very much strong, you are healthy, you are energetic. This has been the mercy of God. Yes, I want to say congratulations, actually. Congratulations. Yes. As we continue our discussion this day, I would like you to, you know, just how you can assemble yourself together and just listen. I'm trusting that at the end of discussion today, you have every cause to say, yes, I've been blessed. You know, as we continue in life, you see that life is becoming more, more, more complicated. Yes, it's becoming more complicated. When I mean complicated, I'm not saying that uh, life is not interesting in any way. What I'm saying is that there are greater challenges unfolding, and the more challenges you're able to, overcome, the more difficult you're able to subdue, the greater height you attain in life. Yes. So I want to also tell you that apart from the fact that there are positive challenges ahead of you, there are also negative challenges, things that you must stand to contend with in order to achieve the future you dream for yourself. I want to let you understand there are things actually fighting against your becoming profitable to yourself and to your generation. Yes, there are issues actually. There are things you enjoy doing that are in a very long way very detrimental to your becoming to becoming the person you ever dreamed to become. Yes, one of it, which most of us enjoy, is the internet. Yes, I'm sure you're watching me through the internet too. But I'd like to ask you a few questions. How many websites have you checked through before you somehow jump on this one? Yes, I'm sure several of us have gone through dirty, can I call it, sorry for using the word dirty, but I mean some sites that on the normal ground you shouldn't have, or you wouldn't want somebody else to peep you doing it. These are things that even your mind from within judge you. It kind of seems to throw some questions to your heart, and your heart begin to beat. The heartbeats begin to increase as you begin to log into some of those websites that are not too good enough for a promising child like you to go through. Yes. I want to also talk to you about those things you love most. Not everything you like as a person are actually good for you. Yes. Not everything everybody does that is actually proper or good for you. Yes. I want to also tell you that not everything everybody celebrates is not everything that everybody say it's okay. It's actually very okay for you. May I also draw your attention to the fact that everybody doing the wrong thing does not make the wrong thing right. It's possible your classmates, your classmates, your roommates, and even your siblings seem to do that which is not actually correct. But you seem to be different among them. And as such, you are beginning to ask, must I be different? Why mustn't I join them? Everybody feel I'm behaving holier than thou. Everybody seems to show as if I'm not coming along. And you're thinking of joining them. My dear, you need to dare to be different. Dare to be different. Dare to be different. I want you to understand that if everybody around you is the same thing like you, if everybody around you is just as you are, my dear, I'm not sure you are going too far. If everybody around you is seeming to do the same thing you do, the ordinary things you do, you people are just comfortable at your level, my dear, you may not go too far in life. What you need to understand is that you must be different. You must hook up to bigger hands, to higher grounds. You must go further to search for the higher part of life. I would like you to understand, I'm not saying you shouldn't have friends around you or age mates around you. No. What I'm saying about is when your life is beginning to be contended with by the habits, by the behaviors of those around you, and it's seeming as though your future is not coming to be, is not coming to fulfillment. Your vision in life is not beginning to shine forth as you dream to have become by this time around in your life. My dear, you just have to drop some of those friends. You just have to drop some of those friends. Yes, I say it. Some of us are into friendships. Just as young as you are, you've kept about 2 relationships before this age. You've been so messed up. You've been so abused. Ah, your future is beginning to look like it's not gonna be. It's possible you were performing very, very well before now, but all of a sudden, your academic performances, suddenly start becoming bad. Your academic performances began to go very, very low. It's actually disturbing you, but the more you try to tell your friends about your performances, the more they tell you that it's okay, we get it better later. And they seem to tell you some other mischievous way to get yourself out, either by malpractices or by buying your results or by trying to shipping your way through your teachers or through your lecturers, trying to maybe even give your body for sex in order for you to have marks. My dear, that is not good enough for you. You were born original. You were born for a purpose. You were given birth to fulfill a particular destiny. Don't sell to sheep. You are too big for that. You are too big to buy question paper. You are too big to give up your destiny. Very sheep. You are not too sheep as such. You are not too sheep. It's possible you are being messed up by masturbation. Your friends seem to tell you that no, that is the way to get out. That is the way to get it. That is the way to feel good. That is the way to get cool. That is the way to ease your emotions. Whenever you feel pressured by emotional feelings, you take some sex toys to ease off the urge. Sometimes you use your fingers, sometimes you use some other means in order for you to ease the emotional pressure. My dear, I want to categorically tell you, you are in a very strong bondage. When you have no power to say no to some of those urges, when you have power, when you don't have power to say no to certain desires, an obsessive push right within you, it shows you are in bondage. It shows you are addicted. It shows you are not free. It shows you are under serious shackles. And what you need is freedom. My dear, you need freedom. Yes. As I'm talking to you right now, it's possible you are into pornography. Before you get into this video, you've actually flipped into some pornographic sites to ease and to increase your desire for your sexual amusement. My dear, you need to be free. You just need to be free. I want to tell you that the people who post some of these videos you watch, naked women, naked men, and videos and movies that promotes nudity, nakedness of men and women, they're actually gaining on you. They are businessmen, they are profiting from it. Some of them, they are paid to do it. And some of them too, some of them are girls under captivity. They are doing this because they have been forced to do it. Some of them are drugged. Some of them are drugged actually. Some of them are doing this to be alive. Because if they don't do it, they are going to die. So when you take pleasure in seeing them being oppressed, you get you take pleasure in seeing them being humiliated, being violated, being abused. That is wickedness on your side. I'd like you to understand that God desires for you is to be free. Your heart must be polluted, must be free from pollution. A polluted heart, a dirty heart cannot think something positive. I'm not sure you're going to have a better life when your heart is full of dirty, wicked things, wicked ideas. And as a matter of fact, this life is not going to be a good place if everybody think evil as you do. I want you to come back to yourself. Why were you created? Why do you even exist? Do you know why you exist? Do you know why you exist? You may be watching me, but you are a harlot. You live in the brothel and probably even live in the hotel. You use your body as a commodity to make ends meet. Use your body to get money. And you feel there's no work anywhere. There's no job. The whole place is dry. So you think or you've concluded that the last option is to use your body as a commodity to eat. My dear, you are not doing nothing but you are burying your destiny. May I remind you that every human being was created for a purpose. Every human being, including you, were born to fulfill a dream. But most times we sit back to sell our dream. To sell our dream. Very, very cheap. My dear girl, I need you to wake up. Somebody is looking up to you. By the time you start thinking right, somebody will start thinking right. By the time you start making good money in a good way, somebody start getting vision. Somebody start getting inspired to start making money in a good way and the right way. But by the time you covered up your destiny, you covered up your what God has embedded into you in the bed of sensuality, in the place of sensual satisfaction. I want to tell you that you won't go too far. And this life, this future may not be so brilliant as you want it to be. So I'd like you to understand that God cares about you. He cares for you. His desire is to see you becoming the person he has ever desired you to become. He desires to see that your purpose come to be. I want you to understand that he cares about you. His longing for you is to come out and become that star you ever had dreamed to become. Although you must be careful too. There's a push in the social environment for young girls and young boys to sell themselves very cheaply to cheap popularity. You want to be a model where you become a sex object to several men just to drive your dream? There are several types of dream. You could dream to be a killer, and that is still a dream. You could dream to be a sexy model where you appear naked on the media and all magazines around. You could choose to still be a model by becoming a pornographic star. These are our dreams. But How profitable is it to humanity? How profitable is it to you as a person? How profitable is it to your children? Remember, money is not everything. The legacy you leave behind is very, very important. The impact you have on your generation is very, very important. Do people see you as somebody who motivates them to illicit sex? Are you an inspiration for promiscuity? Are you an inspiration for rape? Are you an inspiration for drunkenness? Are you an inspiration for scandals? Because by the time you reveal the secret part of your body, by the time you become so naked on the public, you are inducing the sexual urge in men and women. The cravings, the obsessive desire. For sexual immorality. My dear sister, you are meant to be better than this. And I want to call your attention today. I want to call your attention. You need Jesus in your life. Your life was meant to be better than this. You are meant to be better than this. You were meant to be better than this. Jesus loves you. Can you see you left your father's house? You actually left because they were hammering on your life. The way you were going, they were seeing that their investments on your life is beginning to waste. Your father saw that the girl he was dreaming you to become, she has suddenly started missing and deraying just before his eyes. So he was mad at you. He was after you, making sure that you stop the path you were trailing. But the more he tried, the harder you pushed further into your misguided hands. Today, Jesus loves you. Come back to yourself. Can somebody love you more than your daddy? The person who actually trained you in school. The person who actually worked hard to see that you go to the high institutions. The person who worked harder to see that your life becomes better off than it is now. Will you have a rethink? Jesus loves you. Today could be your day. I want you to take your time. Think through. Were you supposed to be where you are now? Were you supposed to be where you are now? Are you actually progressing academically? Are you progressing socially? Are you pursuing your dream? Are you at the level God expects you to drive? You may say life is not fair. My dear, life is not fair to anybody. But life always obeys you when you push further. Life knows when you are serious. You don't submit to life. Life must submit to you. Somebody says, the pessimist see difficulty in every opportunity. But the optimistic see possibilities even in difficulties. Are you optimistic? Are you so negative minded? Are you surrounded by negative friends who get discouraged at every little challenge? Are you seeing yourself as the person God wants you to become? Who are those friends around you? Who are those that surround you? Are they those who does what they call examination malpractice? Are you into those who depend on others to write for them? Who is your best friend? Who is your best friend? If you can't manage your academics, how can you manage a company tomorrow? How can you manage an investment tomorrow? How can you manage even a marriage, a home tomorrow? You want to be a model?